Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Yankee Stadium in the Bronx tonight as the Yankees take on the visiting Kansas City Royals. We're excited to get going here. Hello and welcome into Rinser, Fred O'Malley, Zippity Doo Doug, Mr. Thibodeau, Jason. Hello, welcome in. Smiley politely, welcome in. Daniel Barry, welcome in. I think I got everybody there. Welcome in, friends. Let's have some fun. Yankee baseball against the Royals tonight on the challenge. Tonight, Royals going to send up India, Witt, Pascatino, Perez, Massey, Garcia, Biggio, Waters, and Isbell. A potent lineup, as it may, for the Royals. They've been scoring some runs. They're solid this year. It's not the Royals of yesteryear. For the visiting Yankees to take on these Royals, or take on the visiting Royals, I should say, the Yankees tonight are going to go with Rice at DH to lead it off. Then Judge, Wells, Goldschmidt, Chisholm, Volpe, Dominguez, Grissom, and Cabrera. That will be your Yankees lineup for tonight. We're minutes away from game starting. Glad you're here tonight. Hanging out with me. Only stream I'm doing tonight. Let's make it a good one. Let's get it shared out. Let's get some subscribers and make this whole thing worthwhile. We'll see if that can happen tonight, if the tube can share us out a little bit. Need some help from the tube. Help from the tube. Doug's putting some lineups into the chat there. Thank you, Doug. I like the Pirates had some runners on base. With more all-wheel drive sedans than any other brand, you can bet your bottom dollar we're sharper. Fans of the Green Bay Packers, hello. We got to get likes drummed up. That's something I need from some of the other moderators, hopefully, as they come in. Hopefully, we get some of the moderators in. Right now, Doug is the only moderator here. Bob Shepard. I do love some Bob Shepard. Do I have a Yankee start? I think I do. Where is my Yankee start? Let's see. It's up by the Dodger one. There we go. Oh, I can't play that. It's a Yankees win one. It's the only one I have is the Yankees win right now. Remember sitting in the bleachers in the old stadium? Yes. Spaceship Ears, hello. You're at work, but Ninja. That's right. It's only like 4 o'clock out there for you. Thank you for being here. Curtis family, hello. Ace of Diamonds, hello. From the Bronx, New York. David Code, Michael K, and Paul O'Neill on the call tonight. I do like me some David K. Not gonna argue there. And of course, Bob Shepard is amazing. I wish I had a Yankee start one. I got the Fenway start one, but I don't have a Yankee start. Carlos Carrasco with an ERA of 7.71 faces Seth Lugo with almost a 4 ERA. 401 out there on the West Coast. That's almost popsicle time. You can slap a popsicle in your mouth and take it down deep. Hello from Fairhaven, Massachusetts. Birthday Queen, Aaron Fletcher. Welcome back in, Aaron. Highest ERA starters. The Orioles are second with a 5.3. Jesus, right by Pittsburgh at 5.06. I got to get team ERA down. I mean, that's horrible. That's horrible. He's only 24 years old. There's nothing on the baseball field that this kid can't do. Bobby Witt. That kid can flat out play. Thank you, sir. Can you get rid of that for me? 90 degrees out there today. It is not that here. Bobby Witt's pretty special player right there. Joe DiMaggio, Stan Musial, and Bobby Witt. 30 home runs, 100 RBIs, 40 doubles, 10 triples, and 120 runs in a season. That's pretty good company. They are now calling Aaron Judge Captain America. I am excited that Judge's going to lead the American team. Let's put together a really good Team America. Hello, Monorail Molly from the hot tub. Hello, Plymouth Rock from Massachusetts up that way. You're not in the hot tub, I believe. I don't think. Molly's the only one in the hot tub right now, soaking up the good vibes. We are minutes away from getting going here, everybody.
And Doug.
If Walt came in, we have a good one here. No, I am not. That's great.
Jeez, I'm an idiot.
Oh, yeah. You're not in a hot tub. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. That's good stuff. Where's my opening? I had that ready. There we go.
The more you share, the more you earn. Refer your friends to great TV. Your friends will thank you. Go to directtv.com.
All right, let's go. We are 1 minute from first pitch. Let's go.
Have you tried the chips and salsa here? No way. My stomach can't handle that stuff.
Preston made me a muffin pizza.
Yeah, but those never work. I thought so too. Until I tried Peptiva.
Peptiva is one of the first probiotics that works at night to soothe indigestion, discomfort, bloating.
Tommy Boy should be the scallywag entrance. That is a good. That's a good one there. That's a good one there. I got all kind of stuff that I'm working on here with different stuff here. You know. Of course, we all know that one.
Oh my.
You got that one.
Team USA for the World Baseball Classic. He will serve as their captain.
Hello.
Earlier today, I asked him what it means to him to represent his country.
Always wanted to play for Team USA. Watching the last.
I love that Judge is going to be the captain of Team USA.
Great experience. So I've been telling everybody here. I told everybody, a couple of years ago when they did it that I wanted to be a part of it. So now getting an opportunity where.
Where's the new one I just put on?
Here on the team is pretty special, but it's just we're gonna have an exciting group. They had a great group last time, and just excited to be another piece of that.
The Andy Judge was referring.
I put it right by Jericho last night. Now I can't find it.
Pitching coach. I just spoke to Clark Schmidt a little while ago, and he said many of the guys in that clubhouse are talking to Andy, campaigning to get themselves on the team with Captain America. Plenty more to come here on the S Network when we get back.
I'm not doing anything until I find this. Well, there's Val Venus.
Hello, ladies.
Right. I know this is right here, and I'm just missing it. Where is? Welcome into Koya. Hatbox Ghost. Hello. We're minutes away from getting going here. I just did this last night. Now I can't find it. I'm mad.
Or the other. But there is another choice.
Tommy Boy.
Until you have everything in the GMC Sierra.
Current eligible GMC lessees can get this low mileage lease on the Sierra
Triple
Elevation
H.
$359 per month. We are professional grade.
Where would I have put that?
Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you by your local choice
Okay.
retail. Learn more at Genesis.
There it is. Oh, is it not?
Let me talk to you.
It's not labeled. There we go. Now I feel better. At least I found it. Yankees are about ready to take the field. You don't want either team to win. I could make an other. All right, India, Witt, Pascatino, Perez, Massey, Garcia, Biggio, Waters, and Isbell. Maybe I need to do that every time now and make an other on there. Maybe that's what I need to do. Carlos Carrasco on the hill. 3-2, 7.71 ERA.
on him. And let's check out the Nissan pitcher scouting report.
Let's see how this one's going to go. We're just about ready.
Are you ready? Time to play the game. Play ball.
First pitch at the set. Carrasco is ready. First pitch comes in, strike right down the middle. 7:08 p.m. 7:08 p.m. First pitch. Jonathan India up, hitting 208 on the year. Hello, O'Connell. Welcome in. Down low for a ball, 1-1.
Well, India started out with a 409 on base percentage first 10 games, but he's 1 for 17.
Aaron, welcome in. Ball down low, 2-1. Hello, T. Marie's Place. Welcome in. You almost voted for the Yankees in the poll. Swing and a miss, strike two. Yankee defense, Dominguez, Grissom, and Judge around the outfield. Cabrera, Volpe, Chisholm, and Goldschmidt around the infield. Wells is behind the plate. Ground ball foul, 2-2. They're cheering and yelling loud there at the park today. 59 degrees right now. Wind going right to left. Ball inside.
You just held out until it got warm. I see what you did.
You voted for the Yankees because Steve put money on them. Oh.
India's been a solid player for 6
Okay.
Rookie of the year in 2021. So they're bringing him over here. Pretty good offensive player.
Oh, ball four. That looked like strike three. Oh, my. Wow.
Winning ways. Trying to get back to them. They've lost back-to-back series against the Tigers and the Giants. You got to turn that thing around. And best of the best. We've been over it with Judge and Witt. They were number 1 and 2 in the AL MVP voting last year. Two of the better players, no doubt about it. And help on the way, Clark Schmidt.
First pitch coming to Witt on the right-handed Carrasco. Strike right there on the corner. Jared Reynolds, what's up? Welcome in. Bobby Witt hitting 305 on the year. Carrasco deals. Popped up. Bobby Witt popped him up in the infield. First baseman calling for it. He'll make the catch, one away.
Marvin Hudson is the home plate umpire. He's considered pitcher.
Marvin Hudson is behind the plate.
Inside strikes on righty batters, and Marvin, the crew chief, in his 28th big league season. Trip Gibson's at first, Ryan Blakeney is at second, and Junior Valentine is over third.
Gibson, Blakeney, and Valentine around for the umpires.
And the Yankees come in with a record of
Pascatino up there. Ron around Ramali, I want Doug to lick these balls live. I didn't think anybody would find that. I've done a couple of those. Nobody's found them. Jen finds it all the time. 2-0.
The Royals really leaning into that old school powder blue look, right? Unis and the white, kind of two-tone helmet.
Powder blue Royals today. All powder blue everywhere. They look like the Carolina team.
Blue is back.
Oh, smoked but foul. Wow, he hit that hard. Good God.
If I squint, I can, I'm almost seeing Hal McRae, UL Washington,
with the toothpick in his mouth.
Collins.
Oh, you have to do it tonight for all the people out here.
3-1 on Pasquantino.
I asked you, I said, hey, Doug, would you do this? And I heard you say, yeah, I'll do that.
Pasquantino.
I heard it. I heard Doug say, yeah, I'll do that.
Thumb that was broken, but he made it back for the playoffs. So he was 3 for 23 in the postseason for the Royals.
3-1 coming to Pascatino. Ground ball foul.
He's the power guy. To your point, Paulie, they really need him to stay healthy and be the run producer in the middle of that order. The guy who can really change a game with one swing of the bat.
Yeah, he had an injury last year, broke a thumb.
3-2 to Pascatino.
Drastically, and he was responsible. He had 98 RBIs, I think, in like 100 games. So
Ball 4, first and second. Second walk of the inning there. Here comes Perez. This guy he's a pain in the butt. He's just a tough out.
That's the highest in the majors. Major league average is 9.2.
Watch him hit a home run right here. Boom!
Came back to bite Rodon yesterday as well.
Left field line gone. See what he does.
Usually stabilizes in around 8%, somewhere in the 8s.
First pitch comes in. Strike right down the middle at 90 miles an hour.
35 in May. It's 14th big league season.
Locked on Republicans party. Welcome in.
Catching fewer games than he has in the past. About a 55-45 split with Freddie Fermin behind the plate.
Ball upstairs, 1-1. Braves are already winning 2-0 tonight.
The problem that you have in terms of approach with regards to Carlos Carrasco is that you have to almost be more aggressive to throw strikes, but you have to be on the edges too.
Swing and a miss, strike 2 outside. He swung at a ball right there.
Because if you miss with that, now you're in a quandary. Now you got to come in there, and if you don't, you end up walking a couple of guys like this in. You almost have to be more aggressive early in the count to try to get ahead.
Ball 2 outside.
You went through that, I'm sure, in your career, where as soon as you broke in, you could make a mistake. Your velocity was up. You could get away with things. Now, ending his career, you almost have to pitch perfect. You cannot miss location.
And you got to land that breaking ball for strikes.
Swing and a miss, strike 3, got him.
Good finish pitch right here. You can see kind of the split grip, corkscrew spin, tumbling dice, as Kenny Singy used to say.
It's an old Rolling Stones song. I like it.
Yep.
2 outs here in the inning. Yankees trying to get out of this in the first.
That brings up Michael Massey. 1 hit in his last 12 at-bats.
Ball outside, 1-0.
Game road trip. They just left Cleveland, where they won on Sunday to avoid getting swept. That is the Yankees and then Detroit.
Jason Thibodeau says, really, Doug? Give me a warning before you do it. I'll call the... I'll call Gloria. Oh, my God. That's hysterical.
They have 8 home runs in 16 games. Toronto is tied with them.
Popped him up foul, 2-1.
8 home runs is not a lot of home runs.
Yeah, that's a shocker, too, when you hear Toronto up there.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 4th lowest in the major leagues per game. They're just, and you already talked about it, fewest home runs, only with 8. Great starting pitching, though. 2.77 ERA leads the American League. Watch out for Witt.
Popped him up foul again.
Bobby Witt can do everything. Average power, speed, great shortstop.
Bobby Witt can do pretty much anything.
First and second. Top of the first. 2-2 count.
2-2 count. Check swing. Did he go? No.
That releases the runners. 3-2-2.
Runners are going to be going. 3-2 situation.
And he didn't go.
On the mound saying, how can you take that pitch?
Exactly. I needed you to swing it at.
Line drive, left field, playable. That's going to be an out. That's the 3rd out of the inning. 2 walks. Yankees get out of it. Yankees are coming to hit.
FanDuel held a shooting contest to promote its new MySpend tool. MySpend makes it easy to view your deposit and bet history all in one place. Because betting without knowing how much you're spending.
We got Rice, Judge, and Wells coming up. Hello, Surf Bum. Welcome in.
See the whole picture. Make FanDuel's MySpend tool part of your system. And stop shooting in the dark.
Yankees lineup: Rice, Judge, Wells, Goldschmidt, Chisholm, Volpe, Dominguez, Grissom, and Cabrera. Bold move. Embracing both flavor and fluorescent orange lips in the foreseeable future.
With a new home for streaming live games. That's right. The Yes app has moved to the Gotham Sports app.
Get the Gotham Sports app.
That's funny.
Download now and sign in with your existing Yes username and password to stream live Yankees games, plus the Brooklyn Nets and much more.
Your new home for streaming the Yankees.
Get the Gotham Sports app or go to gothamsports.com and stream for free with an eligible TV subscription.
Get in the game.
Well, the Royals don't score in the top of the first. Now it's the Yankees' turn against Seth Lugo. Here's the Yankees.
I would love to be at that stadium.
Leads off to Aaron Judge and right. Austin Wells will catch. Cleaning up first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. Jazz Chisholm Jr. at second. Anthony Volpe, the shortstop. Batting seventh, switch hitting left fielder Jason Dominguez.
Had to lean in from that work on that one.
Third base, Will bat ninth.
Ace, what's up? Welcome in.
Here is Seth Lugo.
Seth Lugo.
It's a tough customer, off to a decent start once again. He can spin it. He can pitch a little bit. He's wanted to start for a long time. Finally getting a shot over the
3 starts, 1-1 record, 3.24 ERA.
He was second in the Cy Young Award voting.
You're a fan of Bobby Witt Jr.
He can really spin his breaking
He's a good ball player.
time curveball. One of the best.
He popped up his first at bat.
Ben Rice will lead off against Lugo.
Rice rips one foul. Try to get up to 240 on the subscriber count tonight. 11 more subs. We'll try to get aggressive. See if we can get 11 new friends tonight.
Because he has been able to spin and just open up on that fastball.
That was the area that he kind of got exposed last year. His pitches in, cutters in from righties, sinkers from lefties in, and he's really made that adjustment.
Yeah, he's open to stance.
No balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter for the Yankees.
You don't cut yourself off by being open. You see the ball a little bit longer and still.
Ball in the dirt, 1-2. Waters, Isbell, and Biggio around the outfield. Infield, Garcia, Witt, Massey, Pascatino, Perez behind the plate. Ball down low, 2-2. Anybody brand new in here for the first time, say hello in the chat. We'd love to welcome you in.
So now he has 10 different pitches from which to choose.
Lugo looks in. He's got the sign. Here's the pitch. Ripped. Base. Oh, what a play at second. One-handed backhand. Beautiful play at second base. That was nice. He ripped it. One-handed backhand. Throws him out of first. 4-3. Lugo's got like 19 pitches. Four seam, curveball, cutter, sinker, splitter, changeup, slurve, slider, slow curve, sweeper. He's got an arsenal. Here's Judge, Captain America. Now I got to be a Judge fan because he's going to lead Team USA.
They're calling him Captain America. Mark DeRosa.
Foul ball.
Called up Mike Trout, who was the captain for the previous WBC. And he said, what would you think? And without a blink, Trout said, he's the one.
Popped up foul.
Say no when Aaron Judge is your captain. And he calls you and says, hey, Paul, you want to play on my team?
Yeah.
Yes, I'll come, sir. That's the kind of respect he has in the game.
And the 0-2.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Goes down. Swinging.
Remember that last that you watch Aaron Judge, and then you talk about spinning a little bit. He actually challenged him there.
Rinser, welcome in. Thank you for joining tonight.
Just kind of pitch it backwards, huh?
Exactly. I mean, you got to protect You think about spin and four-seamer right on by.
Strike right there on the four-seamer to Wells. Austin Wells hitting 205 going into tonight.
We were talking about that event that Aaron Judge.
If you're new coming in first time, hit that subscribe. Say hello.
Struck out against Otani, his teammates.
Wells fouls that straight back.
And I think the excitement of the last WBC caught the attention of the guys that didn't sign up to play. And I think they're going to get a lot more of the best players to take part. Although that was a pretty good
ball upstairs, 1-2.
Ended up losing to Japan in the final. And as Paul mentioned, Otani strikes out Trout for the final out of the game. 1-2.
Inside, 2-2.
I'm not sure if there's ever a scenario in the future to where you do it in the middle of the season.
2 outs here in the inning.
Sort of hockey style, all-star game.
Lugo works rather quickly. Ground ball hit hard over to short, up clean. Third baseman over into shortstop area, makes the play. That'll end the inning. After 1, no score here on the channel.
Which automaker employs the most hourly workers?
Hello, everyone. It's Chris with Park Hopper Choppers. If you're headed down to Central Florida and you need a mobility scooter, give us a call, 407-989-9618. We can bring it right to your resort, right to the park, or right to your Airbnb, no problem. We were voted best mobility scooter rental in Central Florida by my mom. Give us a call.
Little state, lot of.
All right, top of 2 coming up here.
Play at Wind Creek.
Welcome in, Neil.
Experience the unforgettable. The hottest games, the highest payouts, and the biggest winning.
Welcome in, Neil.
Casino playing, upscale gourmet, hotel staying, spa getaway. Every spin, every hand, every moment. It could be you. Wind Creek Casino, only 90 minutes away.
Need to install new windows and doors? Don't wait.
I didn't know what that one is.
Window Roma. We'll even bring the showroom to you when you install with us. Choose from top brands like Anderson Windows and Doors. It's easy. Just schedule a consultation, shop from home.
Well, that didn't work the way I wanted.
Even handle installation in just 14 days. Now through April 15th.
Dun, 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 dun.
Project. Call today to
Let me see if I can fix that.
Consultation and installation with Window Rama.
Well, let's check out FanDuel's live same game parlay.
Oh.
And the items on the docket tonight.
Well, A right there, he's due. The Judge hasn't hit a home run in a while, so maybe tonight's the night to fulfill that.
Michael Garcia is going to lead off.
Garcia going to lead it off.
Want to keep him off base. He had 37 stolen bases last year. And a strike.
The important thing about that 37 stolen bases, Michael, he only had 39 attempts. He was only thrown out twice all year.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's like you in your last season.
Yeah.
Bump, bump, bump.
20 for 21?
I don't know. I think the McCain broke on the last one. I got thrown out.
One and two. Now Garcia had a little dust up.
That looks a lot better.
Last year's ALDS, Jazz Chisholm Jr. took issue with his slide into Anthony Volpe. Bench is empty. There wasn't a real fight, though.
1-2, short fly ball, center field, playable. That's an out. BDF, welcome in. Neil, Nitro Neil, welcome in. A Snoopy. Let me make sure I'm not missing anybody. Surf Bum. I got Neo. I got PDF. Got everybody. Here comes Biggio.
It's just a little conference out there in the old days. So the Yankees and the Royals, they went out there for business, you know that?
Throwing haymakers.
Yes.
Strike on the corner. 0-2.
Yes, but you can never get tired of George Brett just sliding in a third and just throwing haymakers at Greg Nettles, and they don't really get thrown out of the game.
Yeah.
Just everything's fine. 5 minutes later.
0-2. Down low.
You know, in that fight, in the documentary about George Brett, he told a story that he was on the bottom of the pile, and on top of him was Thurman Munson. And Munson said, "It's me, George. I'm not going to let anybody cheap shot you."
1 ball, 2 strikes here.
It's a great story.
Oh, where was that? That looked really good. That looked really good. Pete, watch it on Yes. You hear Kane O'Neill. Well, they're broadcasting. They're the announcers on there.
2-2. 3-2.
3-2. 3-2.
How much Wells moved that? You think that can affect you in a bad way?
They are good announcers in New York. They do a good job. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him on the inside corner. Right there. That was just too easy on that one, I think.
Strike 3! You're out!
Here comes a kick. What's a kick? Bam.
2 outs in the inning.
The old-time highlights when they don't even fill up the whole screen.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1 by Waters on the curveball.
I once asked Nettles about the kick, and he said, "You ever walk in the backyard and you're stepping with your dog leg?"
Drew Waters hitting 250 on the year.
That's what you do. There was no love lost between those two.
Ball upstairs. 1-1.
Nettles holds grudges. There's the kick.
George. George Brett hates the Yankees to this day.
Ground ball tapped over to second. Up to first. That's your third out of the inning. They'll get out of there. Goldschmidt, Chisholm, and Volpe coming up. Goldschmidt, Chisholm, and Volpe coming up on the channel.
Come check out the Zip-a-Dee-Doo Doug YouTube channel. Start your week right with Coffee Talk. Doug and Scallywag Steve for Disney news and what Disney YouTube creators are live for the day. Need a midweek pick-me-up? Hump Day Hangout is your go-to for hilarious banter, games, and the perfect escape from the workweek blues. And join Monorail Molly, Kelsey Elizabeth, and Doug for Shade Room Runway for the latest styles, fierce looks, and a runway show you won't want to miss. Whether you're looking for a laugh, a dose of inspiration, or just a good time, come check out the coolest YouTube channel out there, Zip-a-Dee-Doo Doug.
Who is that? Smells like Ashley. Sad. R.I.P. girl.
Oh, right.
The rest in pests.
Waiting for these commercials to go through.
Can you engineer a finish? Can a car do more than get you there? Can it easily? Questions matter.
There's the link right there for Zippity-Doo Doug. I understand they're going to do it's going to be a naked runway coming up. All the people they're going to be discussing will be naked. That's what I heard. I heard that earlier today. They'll be discussing naked people on the runway.
You shared membership with your mom so she could share with you. Easy. USAA. Check if you're eligible.
Goldschmidt, Chisholm, and Volpe coming up.
I'll stream every out-of-market game live.
Click that link, take you right to Zippity-Doo Doug. Great morning shows over there. He does a great job.
And other restrictions apply.
I was listening this morning.
For details. Paul Goldschmidt will lead off the bottom of the second inning. Against Seth Lugo, he has
7 hits and 11 at-bats.
Good Lord.
There's a strike.
Paul Goldschmidt takes a strike.
Off to a great start, hitting 357.
Fouls that one off. 0-2. 2 strikes here on Goldschmidt, the cleanup hitter for the Royals. Ground ball tapped over to second. Throws to first. They say he's safe. I don't know. Did he beat it out? Show me a replay, Chuck E. Cheese. Let's go.
He went deep and just, kind of took his time, knowing the Goldschmidt was running. But
He beat it. Goldschmidt beat it.
Right out here, he starts to smell it. You got to get it.
And you're just fighting those legs so real fast.
Infield hit for Goldschmidt.
That's all he's got. Oh, good. Right to the front of the bag, too.
Yeah, it makes such a difference. I mentioned that the other day that,
Yeah, Singleton's a nice guy. I've met Singleton before.
Those little tiny things that you're taught little league.
Phil Rizzuto, the scooter.
Always try to hit
Scooter.
It takes away time.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Chisholm drives it to center field. Playable. That's going to be an out. 1 down. Here comes Volpe down to 226 on his hits.
He really stepped up in the postseason for the Yankees last year in the ALDS against Kansas City. He reached in 7 of his 16 plate appearances, 438 on base percentage.
Ball down low.
1-0. Yankees have to get right. They've lost 5 of their last 7. They've lost 4 of their last 5 series. And last 7 games, they haven't really hit much.
Right field playable, driving him back. Biggio make the catch at the track. Nice little piggy jump there. That's an out. 2 away. Here comes Dominguez.
Plays have been made defensively.
Jason Dominguez up there now, hitting 239 on the year.
Against righty pitching, he's 10 for 26. That's 385.
Ball upstairs, 1-0.
Special with Hexclad. Join the hybrid revolution at hexclad.com. So he has 3 doubles against righties. A home run, on base percentage of 407. And you can see against lefties, it's a different story, and he is a switch hitter. But the Yankees think that side will come around.
2-0 pitch coming in.
3-0 on Dominguez.
Cody, looking back, when you were playing in Kansas City, Kansas City's been on a run with football. So it's become kind of a football town. But back then, it was a baseball town, right? To begin with, right?
Yeah, it was, and certainly in the late 70s and leading up to
Strike right down the middle, 3-1.
Yes, it was. Chiefs had some dark years in there before a kid named Mahomes showed up.
Goldschmidt at first, held there by Pasquantino.
3-1 coming in. Ball upstairs. That's a walk. First and second with 2 away.
That's what Dominguez does well from the left side. He controls the zone much better. He takes his walks.
Yeah, especially early in the count.
Trent Grisham coming up now.
Top that ball down and in. As most young people do when they start to panic with 2 strikes. But you're right, he does. He swings and strikes for the most part.
So here's Grisham playing center field tonight.
Strike right there to start him up.
A lefty batter is not in there. What's up?
Michael, you wondered if there was something wrong with his back, and while Aaron Boone said he's still receiving treatment, he is okay. They're just in this stretch of 13 games in a row, and Aaron Boone saying that he wants to kind of pick and choose his battles with Bellinger here early in the season. Doesn't want to push him too hard.
Ball outside.
Wants to make sure he is healthy for the duration. So you see him right there. He is available off the bench. He is okay and is expected to be back in there tomorrow.
1-1 on Grisham. He also wants to get Grisham in as much as he can. Grisham has certainly hit well with 3 home runs.
Ball upstairs, 2-1.
That's the salient point right there. You want to see this guy swing the bat right now, the way he's going.
Yeah, we were talking that he had a good spring training, and as a not an everyday player, that's the best time to get your opportunity. Coming right now.
Fly ball, center field, playable.
And playing a lot.
Floating in, he'll make the play. That'll end the inning. Yankees strand 2 on that one. We'll be right back here in just...
Hey everyone, this is Tina from T. Marie's Plays on YouTube. On my channel, you'll find a variety of things from Disney to Harry Potter, crafting, and more. I do live streams every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, and I love when people pop into the chat because I built my channel on community and I love making friends. So if you want to come hang out and have fun, come to my place. It's also yours. See you there.
Garbage can and some bouncy paper towels. Who but WB Mason for your food service needs?
Yes Network is now streaming on Fubo. Watch the Yankees and more of your New York teams. Streaming live on all devices. Plus, over 350 top channels. Start watching at FuboTV.com.
So we have some news.
The ham was free.
Get a free ham or turkey when you spend the qualifying amount between now and April 19th. Only at ShopRite. ShopRite. We are here. Dear Triathlon, let's splash through rushing rivers, take on iconic trails, and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't kick back and enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUVs.
Right now, you can lease RAV4, the #1 selling vehicle in America, for just $329 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
This just in. Same game parlay from Bet365 just keeps getting better. That's correct. It's now even easier to create your own unique bet. You could choose any line like hits, money line, totals, home runs.
Waiting on this commercial to be done. Top of the third here.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365.
It's time for Pinstripe Pride, brought to you by Toyota, the official hybrid vehicles of the Yankees. Tonight's picture is of the Yanata family, who the game yesterday, plus their grandpa is watching from home. Hey, Gramps, hope you enjoyed the game. Use the hashtag Toyota Pinstripe Pride, and mention you have some pictures you post to store.
Left-handed hitter steps in. It's Isbell.
We might spotlight you in a future game. Kyle Isbell leads off.
Fouls that one deep and away. 282 hitting on the year.
David, I like the powder blues. I don't like the helmet. You don't like the helmet? It's a softball field.
It's almost like the way back Atlanta Braves helmets.
True, and the blue
Ball down low, 1-1.
Picture of the Orioles used to have that too.
Yeah. The baby blues, I think it's their best uniform, but I don't know. I like that KC.
Swing and a miss, 1-2.
Big Von Dutch.
Von Dutch, wow, they're the name for the bat.
It's back again.
Is that right? A little retro?
Everything old is new again, Paul.
Oh, we're real new then, aren't we?
But you don't throw your ties away. Come back in style.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Wow. Boom, right there. Got him. Splitter.
He's right. He can't get swings and misses. So we talk about him having to have command and be control guy. He's getting he's missing some bats tonight so far. That's a really good sign.
First pitch coming to India. He walked his first at bat. That's a strike. 0-1.
So doubled in 8 straight games.
Ground ball right at the third baseman, knocks it down, throws over to first and gets him, stays with it. That ball was stung and he stayed with it.
Paul O'Neill tied in 1990 with doubles and 6 with.
Wow. I tell you what, you don't have much time as a third baseman. And the key to getting a good hop is either come back on it or go forward. And Cabrera elected, even with that little of reaction time, to move back and be able to knock that ball down and get an out.
Bobby Witt Jr.
Bobby Witt Jr. first pitch down low for a ball.
Good, strong, accurate arm. He can throw. That's why he can play all over the field.
Witt popped Goldschmidt in the first, right around the pitcher's mouth.
You can't pick a better situation to have Witt coming to the plate, right? With 2 outs, and you're throwing well. If you do get behind, you don't give in.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
The 8th swing and miss so far for Carlos Carrasco on the night. 19 times they swung the bat, 8 times they missed.
It's been off-speed stuff, too, with that split finger and the changeup.
Ball down low, 2-2.
So Judge won the MVP last year. He was first on every single ballot. And second on every single ballot was Bobby Witt Jr. Any other year, Bobby Witt wins the MVP, but Judge was so extraordinary last year. 2-2.
Grounded foul.
And Judge thinks Witt is, quote, the complete player, can hit, run, field, do everything. He was already a great player last year, but he continues to improve every single game I watch him. The 2-2.
Popped up foul.
Power, speed, intangibles off the chart. That's a hard thing to quantify and make up. What kind of a guy is he in the club? He's great. He's a great guy. Great leader. Great character guy. Plays every day. Plays hard.
I don't think it's checking a box when you grew up around baseball. His father, obviously, a pitcher in the major leagues for a long time, and that's what scouts know. That kind of stuff.
Here are the numbers between those two. Judge with the big league in home runs and ribbies, OPS and WAR. 3-2.
Fouled off again. Count remains the same.
Judge played center last year. Obviously, Witt at an extremely important position, shortstop. And the pitch.
Fouls another one off.
You've seen change-ups, you've seen 4-seamers, you've seen 2-seamers, all fouled off, which to me tells me that Carrasco has pretty good movement on everything. 10 pitch coming in this at bat.
Here's a pitch. Oh, that's crushed. Left center field.
This ball is crushed.
It is long gone. Are you kidding me?
There's a drive. Way back. It might be. It could be. And
1-0 Kansas City. Bobby Witt goes ding dong. Bobby Witt. Long dong.
What an at-bat. He threw him everything he had, as you said, Paul. That slider just didn't get to the outside corner.
Slider just spun.
Pulled up a chair. A slider that pulls up a chair means it stops breaking. It just takes a seat right in the middle of the plate.
You see how level his bat was going through the baseball when you saw that in slow motion.
Ball down low, 1-0 to Pascatino.
His bat stays in the zone so long. Watch. As soon as he drops into it, watch that bat. It just continues to go basically on the same plane. That's why he had a batting title last year.
Ball inside, 2-0.
Just 24 years old. His dad pitched 16 seasons in the big leagues.
Get his whole body into that, right? Mm-hmm. Just his whole body. Legs.
Pascatino fouls one off. He was trying to tee off on it.
He is in the second season of an 11-year, $288.7 million extension. Biggest contract in Royals franchise history. But he's got an out after year 7, so that is going to go up a lot. Plus, there's a team option at the end that could turn it into a 14-year deal. So a commitment by the Royals to keep a great player.
2-1 pitch to Pascatino. Fly ball, deep right field, back into the corner. At the track of the wall, catches it. Judge will make the play. There's the out. 3 outs in the inning. Right there. Witt's home run puts him up, though. We'll be right back. Jean Claire Wise Travel is an upscale travel design and consulting firm specializing in curating ultra-luxurious travel destinations designed specially for business professionals, focusing to deliver the once-in-a-lifetime experience that will create lasting memories, encompassing adventures in Europe or the Americas, luxurious river cruises, relaxing beach getaways, or detailed trips to Disney locations worldwide. Jean Claire Wise Travel personalizes the experience. What rich and exciting moments do you want to create for yourself this year? Well, start writing your story with a Jean Claire Wise Travel today. All right, coming back in, bottom of the third. Welcome into Alex Miller and Candy. Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching
Yes Network.
On a new Yes docuseries. How do they do this? Go behind the scenes of one of the most iconic sports venues in the world.
We go through every inch of the building.
Where the magic of baseball meets the meticulous operations that make it all possible. The stadium premieres tonight after Yankees coverage on Yes and the Gotham Sports app.
Well, that actually sounds pretty neat. It is pitch black at the stadium right now. Not here at my house. Bottom of the third. Here comes Lugo.
Yankees will send 9-1-2 in the order up against the veteran right-hander. And a strike to Cabrera.
Here, speaking of airlines and flights, Mike.
Strike to Cabrera.
Oh, okay.
Not too bad.
I slept like a baby. How about you, Coney? Have a good night's sleep last night?
I got no sleep.
See, folks didn't know. Cody was in Los Angeles last night. It was so important for you to get here for this series. That's impressive.
Yeah, they say, oh, you can sleep on a
Ronald Duffney, hello.
It doesn't work.
Line drive, base hit up the middle.
Love that approach. Hit the ball up the middle. It doesn't work as much this day and age with the shifts going on up the middle, but still, good solid swing. He kind of pulls his hands in to get the barrel to the ball, but right up the middle doesn't come off of it. Now that you've got a dry track out there, we played in a lot of bad weather. You'd love to see some of the speed on this Yankees, start.
Here comes Rice up. He's 0 for 1.
Some stolen bases.
Grounded foul, beat into the ground.
Had to drive you crazy as a pitcher, though. Teams that ran. I mean, it's just another thing to worry about.
Absolutely.
Ben Rice hitting .292.
even just the threat of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're out there on the mound, you're thinking, okay.
Carlos Guzman, hello.
I have to do
It's 1-0, Carlos. Kansas City. Welcome in, sir.
I think we're just catching up too. You know, the rules changes were a couple years ago with regard to the running game.
1 ball, 2 strikes on the leadoff hitter Rice.
Trying to initiate more running, and teams are drafting now more athletic players and starting to field more athletic players on the rosters. Prime example of that is Chicago Cubs. We saw last night in LA. What a team defense, team base running, really built around those two concepts. It's the theory of the Royals.
1-2. Ball upstairs, 2-2.
Guys like Willie Wilson, manning center field.
Yeah, you remember the Cardinals back on.
Carlos says it's going to be under 7. Is this your first time in on our channel, Carlos? Welcome in if it is. Ground ball hit hard to second. Flip to short for 1. That's all they're going to get, I think. Did they turn it? Oh, they got it. 4-6-3 double play. I didn't think they were going to get it. Wow. Wasn't hit that hard.
What would have happened, but you know after a double play what did happen, you know?
Yeah, Lugo broke out that good curveball.
Wow.
Get the ground ball.
Nice flip by Pasquantino.
Here comes Judge, 0 for 1.
The first.
Check swing. That's a ball.
One of your stretching routine, Michael, before you hit the trigger.
Yeah. Gotta be flexible.
Yeah.
Strike right there. 1-1.
What do they call that? Bikram yoga? The hot yoga?
Yeah.
See Michael.
Judge hitting 351 on the year.
1-1 on Judge.
Right-hander at the set. Lugo kicks and deals. Check swing. 1-2.
The picture, it must be like the old calculators that have 10 pitches there, right?
There it is, right there.
Yeah, I was noticing reaching over there.
Ground ball up the middle. Base hit.
I talked about this the other day, Coney. It's one of the analytics I truly, really believe in is the exit velocity. Because you see a lot of ground balls don't get through the infield. Ground balls from Aaron Judge sometimes do. And that was over 100 miles an hour up the middle. No chance.
Especially on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Either hit it really soft or really hard.
Yeah.
You see Aaron Judge on top of that ball, but yes, exit velocity matters. It's
Exit velocity matters.
Your batting average is going to be a higher probability.
Wells coming up. He's 0 for 1.
He misses a hitter. This one, you just, you love it. It's kind of a hanging curveball, inner half.
Check swing. Did he go? Yep. 0-2. That was ugly. I don't think he went.
Look on his face tells you what he thinks.
I gotta kind of agree with him. I don't think that's a swing, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, you know, even by my standards, and I'm biased, I think if the bat gets in front of home plate, you know, you break the plane, I think that should probably be a swing.
Wells 9 for 23. And a short sample size against Kansas City.
Fly ball, deep right field. That might have a chance. At the track, it's going to die. There's your last out. Kansas City coming to bat in the 4th. Coming to bat in the 4th. Kansas City. Nice. They're all swinging lightsabers. Must be Star Wars night. Star Wars night. Stanton bobblehead. Yep, there we go. Carlos, hit that subscribe tonight, my friend. Help us out if you haven't already.
Spectacular save from Dan St. Clair.
Come on.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Flexiderm. All it takes is 10 minutes.
Flaxiderm.
Of eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet.
Get rid of that and get rid of some of this garbage real quick. Trash.
Once applied, your skin tightens and firms.
How about here? Garbage, 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 garbage.
95 cents plus get free
Garbage.
FlexidermTrial.com. We'll call the number on your
Rid of all that.
Attention. Cancer victims who were in New York on or after 9/11. If you or a loved one were in Lower Manhattan during the 9/11 tragedy or during the 11 months afterward and were later diagnosed with these or other cancers, you may be entitled to a substantial settlement.
Sure.
A $10 billion compensation fund is in place for these cancer victims. Do not wait to file your claim. Call now.
eBay.
The call is confidential and free. Or reach us on
That's an owner update.
Yankees baseball on the ass is brought to you in part by Optimum Fiber. Get Optimum.
Clean up that. That's another right there. At least I got a little bit cleaned up.
And by the New York Lottery, get out there and play. Multi-sport athletes right there, Dion and Bo.
A little different body style, huh?
Just a bit.
You reported one time you called Bo Jackson Zeus.
All right, top of the fourth here. Here we go. Line drive. Perez drives it. Left field. Oh, what a great running catch in left. Took away a double from Perez.
He's going to have in his mind to gain a little confidence. I mean, he heard so much about his defensive ability and left. With his speed and his athleticism, he could be a good outfielder. That's a great play by Dominguez.
Confidence builder, right? Defensively.
This is full glove and all. Carrasco loves it. I've never seen a purple glove. Huh? Maybe it's a sport one tonight.
Oh, and 2 on Massey.
More lavender, I think. Lavender-ish.
I think it's made by that tennis racket company. Prince.
Prince? Got the Prince purple rain? It's not raining tonight. You're way over my head right now. Did get a good night's sleep.
1 out in the inning. 1-2 to Massey. Popped up left field. Playable. Shallow, but playable. 2 outs in the inning. Dominguez out there in left field making the plays.
Gets all 3 balls. He's 2 for 2 here. It's been tied a lot going in the history of the game.
A record, though. It is.
That'll bring up Garcia. Lined out in the second.
Here's Garcia. And a strike.
I remember running in the dugout in old Fulton County Stadium, and then Tommy Helms, who just passed away recently, he was a manager for a while. He said, "You just tied a record." And I'm like, "Well, I did. I'm still young." He said, "Yeah, you caught all 3 balls. It can't be beat." And I'm like, "Wow, you're correct."
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away.
The 1-1. No record.
Ground ball over to third. Up clean over to first. That'll end the inning. Bottom of the fourth coming up.
Optimism isn't sunshine and rainbows. It's fixing things, changing things, changing the way.
Bottom of the fourth coming up.
Rolled up sleeves, breaking through, growing power to meet growing needs, working to run the world on smarter energy every day, taking power where the grid's never been, then getting up and doing it again. Because if optimism never stops, then change can't either. GE Vernova, the energy of change.
Whenever heartburn strikes, get fast relief from Tums. It's time to love back.
Sorry, just trying to check something here real quick.
Right now at the Home Depot, shop Spring Black Friday savings on Samsung appliances. Like the all-in-one washer dryer with super speed from Samsung. Ranked #1 in customer satisfaction.
That was easy.
Get free delivery now at the Home
Where
Depot.
did that go?
Driving the Nissan Rogue, Google 14 is like the perfect assist. Hey Google, add basketball hoop to the shopping list. See why it's been named the Consumer Guide Best Buy for 11 years in a row. Drive the award-winning Nissan Rogue today.
Now get a low $249 per month lease on Road, or get up to $27.50 total savings on Road Rock Creek.
Miss Thibodeau, welcome in.
I think I need to do more with my money. Should I still be renting? I live with my mom. How much should I save for my kids' tuition? What kids? How early is early retirement? How much is in your 401k? All my money's in checking. What is the chase stand for?
Ben, what's on your mind?
Could I be doing more with my money?
Let's look at where you're at and talk your goals.
Make sense of your money with Citizens.
Well, part of the maturation process is just getting confidence. And you can see the way the Yankees.
All right, bottom of the fourth here.
They know that's a notch that he can hang his hat on. That was a nice play, and maybe it leads to another nice play.
Absolutely. You remember the last time we did a game, it was a while ago, Michael, that he made a good play. He ended up hitting his first home run that game. It's just certain things in this game can build confidence. And you don't worry about your defense, and all of a sudden your offense takes off.
Goldschmidt leads off.
Goldschmidt takes a ball.
Here's the catch we're talking about. One to Goldschmidt.
Ball outside, 2-0.
Goldschmidt with an infield single to the right side. That came in the second inning. Averaging 368.
Ball outside, 3-0.
And a strike. As a veteran, Paul, did you always have
Strike right there, late, 3-1.
To steal a base?
No, it's a swing 3-0.
Oh yeah, we used to get a sign. Joe Torre would always give a sign. Most of the time, he put you on your own.
Foul ball, 3-2.
You needed a base runner, or you weren't swinging the bat well. Yeah, but we always looked for the take sign or the not, and it wasn't. That was the most obvious sign in the world. You would point at the field or point to the dugout. I mean, and both sides know exactly what it is.
As Goldschmidt down on stretch, why would they do that? Then the guy could just let one in.
Well, he's trying to throw a strike anyway, and I don't know if the pitcher, but it was the most obvious sign in the world. So you could change how kind of turns it over right there.
So you guys should have had the okey-doke.
Yeah.
Where say, okay, this inning when we point, it's a great
They did. Actually, they did. Really, some teams use that. Yes.
Chisholm with a strike right there.
His 5th homer of the year. He skied to center. That was in the second.
That's hit well. Way back. Left center field. At the track. At the wall. Into the bullpen.
This ball is crushed.
Going, 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 go.
There's a drive. Way back. It might be. It could be. And back. Gone.
1-1. 105 miles an hour. 411 feet away. Chisholm blasts one. We got a tie game.
Pitch the Volpe. 1-0.
And guys, he was actually out on the field about 2:30 this afternoon, getting some early work in with James Rowson one-on-one. I asked Rowson if he was working on anything in particular, and he said Jazz just likes to get out there to watch the ball fly sometimes. He was focusing mainly on little.
That was a shot. 4-11. Volpe up now 0 for 1 today.
Home run last night. That's a hit that could really get somebody like Jazz Chisholm going, because with him, sometimes it's just one swing, and you see he's going.
I'll tell you what, man, every home run, Pat Rossler basically pretty much tackled Pat Rossler, the assistant hitting coach.
And Paul, I love you mentioned the Euro stuff. There's actually a giveaway coming up on May 2nd, the Jazz Chisholm Jr. basketball jersey that was in the locker of every Yankee the other day. Some of them are wearing it for early work. Some of them are wearing it during BP. He's all hooked up with that.
Is that number 6?
Yeah.
From Jazz?
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Check swing up top for Volpe. He didn't go.
I saw him in the dugout say it's not cold anymore. Because, we were talking about it. I mean, Jazz Chisholm grew up in the Bahamas. He doesn't like cold weather. So you get a fairly warm night and you go deep.
Popped him up. Down the first baseline. Going to be playable. Pascatino makes it 2 outs. That was dead center of the plate. Dead center of the plate.
Just for a nice level swing to go deep on.
Some wristages, right? Some buggy whip in that swing.
Here's Dominguez. Right, the swing with the most buggy whip, Darryl Strawberry, maybe?
Yeah.
Strike right there to Dominguez. He walked his first at bat.
Troy used to tell me that Hank Aaron had the strongest hands he's ever seen. Just being able to flip the bat. There's really nothing that can. It's just the way you swing, the way you're built. Some people have quick hands.
Pat Rossler, the receiving end of bites and grabs, and that was yesterday.
He's biting hard, too.
And then,
Ralston's afraid to look over there. He might take a beating, too.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Go take a seat. The Yankees tied up, though. 1-1 after 4 as Chisholm goes deep. We'll be right back here in just a moment. Bum, 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 bum.
People will come, and they'll watch the game. And it'll be as if they'd dipped themselves in magic waters. The memories will be so thick, they'll have to brush them away from their faces. The one constant through all the years has been baseball. America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers, and erased like a blackboard, rebuilt and erased again. But baseball has marked the time. This field, this game, is a part of our past. It reminds us of all that once was good, and it could be again.
You're tuned in to the Pete McDevitt YouTube stream. Pete's calling the game live and in real time. Join the large and active community of fans in our family-friendly chat room, hosted by some of the best moderators in the business. Whether it's America's pastime baseball, a battle on the gridiron, or an NHL hockey game, you'll find the best sports commentary on YouTube is right here at the Pete McDevitt Show. Thank you so much for being a part of it.
Hey, Mark. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. Top of the 5th coming up here. Top of the 5th. Slim Jim, hello. Welcome in.
onboard Wi-Fi that goes wherever you go. How it should be. The Hyundai Elantra.
We got ourselves a close one here at 1-1.
24 months. Or get 3.99% APR for 72 months today.
Time for today's injury report, brought to you by Montefiore Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees.
Luis Gill still out on a 60-day DL.
Currently on the 60-day IL, a right lat strain. That would be big, but it's going to take essentially a full spring training for him to build back up. So you're looking once he's
Calvin Biggio coming up.
You're really thinking second half of the year, really.
Ball outside, 1-0.
I think you're looking at one piece at a time, and then Clark Schmidt will be good to see him on the mound.
Cruz in the bullpen getting loose.
You know, the guy I'm looking for is Loaiziga.
Yeah.
Really help that bullpen. They need another power arm down there.
Popped up behind shortstop, left fielder in. Dominguez will make the play.
4 putouts tonight for Jason Dominguez.
One away here in the 5th. Drew Waters coming up. He's 0 for 1.
High octane. The Yankees could use another high octane arm down there in the bully.
Yeah, he had a on-field batting practice the other day, and poor DJ LeMahieu, who hadn't played in a long time.
Strike there, 0 and 1.
So, get a full scatter report from him. But you remember when Loaiziga was healthy? I mean, he was top 2 or 3 arms in all of baseball with the bullpen.
0 and 2 on Drew Waters.
So.
Into the glove of
Is that a catch? Is that a strikeout? I think it hit the ground.
Now Wells tags Waters. And Waters is out. It wasn't a tip. It was just in the dirt.
Okay, it is a strikeout.
Wells would think he wants it. If it's a tip and hit the dirt, then he's alive. So Waters stood there as if it was a tip.
All right, 2 outs in the inning that quickly.
If you're on the Royals side, there's no way the other umpires could have seen that.
Here's Kyle Isbell.
Curveball in there for a strike.
Carrasco's allowed 1 hit, and that was the Bobby Witt home run.
Now 13 for 18 and first pitch strikes. It's a good formula.
Strike 2 out. Oh, that was outside. Got called a strike.
I used to get that call all the time in 1992.
You don't have to tell me. It's a tough one to hit.
It is. Never got there.
Popped up behind home plate. Out of play.
Isbell tried out a torpedo bat Friday. Liked it, and he's going to add it to his array of bats. He said, I tend to swing a more end-heavy bat against sinker guys, and then with right cut guys, more like a balance model, so I just was curious to try.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I believe that could be a torpedo. Is it? Nope.
No, that's a regular bat. He wants the top heavy because Carrasco's a sinker baller, off speed stuff. If your story's correct, that is.
Oh, it's correct. 1-2.
Well, if you're facing Mariano Rivera, you want the barrel down by the out, right?
You just put a load of wood right by your hands. You're left-handed.
Popped up on the left side. Long run for Dominguez. Gets there and makes the play in foul territory.
Dominguez gets the play. Foul territory. That's an out.
Halfway through, it's 1-1.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching. Yes. Where do you find the soul of BMW? It's not just in a long legacy of performance, but in those who drive it. Lease the 2025 BMW i4 e-drive 40 for $399 per month.
Life runs.
Yeah, I've been to tons of Major League games, Slim.
At TD, we run on yours. Because sometimes going for a walk just can't wait.
Absolutely.
And your morning meeting runs over because, well, look at that face. At TD, we know life's most important appointments come first. So if you're there, we're there too. That's how we're making banking unexpectedly human.
Need to install new windows and doors? Don't wait. Spring into savings with Windorama. We'll even bring the showroom to you when you install with us. Choose from top brands like Andersen Windows and Doors. It's easy. Just schedule a consultation, shop from home. We'll measure.
Hello, Kelsey Elizabeth. Welcome in.
Just 14 days. Now through April 15th, get $2,000 off your installation project. Call today to book your free in-home consultation and installation with Windorama.
Bottom of the fifth coming up here.
Electric Moment, experience a fully electric Audi vehicle at your local Tri-State Audi dealer today. 1990, Bo Jackson goes yard 3 times here at the stadium. How about that halfway at the bleachers the other way?
Yeah, even something. Wow.
And this is the one that probably bugged him the most, as Dion got an inside the park home run. I think he got hurt on that play as well.
What? It was as if, Zeus was up on the mountain and said, hey, I'm going to go down there and play some baseball. I'm going to jump in Bo Jackson's body.
Audi scored.
Trent Grissom coming up. Flew out in a second.
Grissom, Cabrera, and Rice.
A push bunt, and it's foul.
David, there seems to be a little bit of a trend in baseball. Let's turn relievers into starters. We'll get a much more inexpensive starter. And you see what Michael King's doing in San Diego. The Yankees are the ones that turned him into a starter. We saw with Jordan Hicks over the weekend for the Giants. We see what the Mets are doing with Clay Holmes. Can it work with a lot of relievers, or it has to be a special pitch selection?
That it has to be the type of guy who has the repertoire to do it. And Seth Lugo's always had the repertoire. He's always wanted to do it. And he was right. He's now 35 years old, and there was a lot of wasted years in the bullpen where he could have been an elite starter, and he's proven that to be the case. And Clay Holmes remains to be seen, but I think it does work for Clay Holmes eventually if he can last, if he can get built up and not get hurt.
Ball upstairs, 1-1.
A lot of times with Clay Holmes, when he came in, his ball was moving so much in the ninth inning, that's when he got in trouble. He couldn't get the ball over. Yankee fans know, they've seen it. He was either lights out, it was kind of all or nothing, or he couldn't control the movement. But as a starter, you get a better chance. The more you throw, the more you get the rough edges worn off, the better your control can be for a guy like Clay Holmes. And certainly that's been the case with Seth Lugo.
To me, it takes talent, too. You talk about, he's got 10 pitches now. To be able to trust all those pitches in certain situations, I mean, that's a lot to sort out mentally, too.
It is. I still think it's about 4 pitches. There's variations of those 4 pitches that merge into sort of 10. But it's still kind of a basic 4.
Strike right there, 3-2.
Slurve, slider, sweeper.
Yeah,
that's really 1 pitch.
Yeah, as a hitter, you're right. That's you're picking up the spin. One might be a little bigger, one might be a little softer, but it's still basically the same pitch.
High drive.
That's crushed. My God. Upper deck. That's a long home run. 2-1 Yankees. I have no idea, Slim Jim. I'm focused on baseball here, buddy. 384 feet away, 103 miles an hour. Wow. That thing was absolutely stung.
He is much more aggressive this year. Yeah. So many times last year we saw him take a pitch. Never hardly swing it.
Wow.
He's turning it loose so far.
First pitch swinging is Cabrera. That's a strike.
Fastball deep.
He knew he had that. That thing was way out of there.
Yeah, Carrasco over there loves it. He might be finished for the night.
Ball down low.
Still don't know how. If you look, his thumb is like along the barrel of the bat. He does not tuck his thumb. I don't know how you release the bat. But Grisham's figured out a way.
Fly ball, right, left field, down the left field line, into the corner, makes a play. Good night, Slim Jim.
See that thumb underneath it goes right along the barrel, and then see it just kind of guides it. But it's not tucked, and it's amazing to me.
The bottom hand you're talking about?
No, he's able to release the bat with that.
He generates some bat speed.
Yeah.
Is also the rare.
One out here in the fifth. Neil's going to dinner.
Top thumb there, and it's straight up the barrel. It's just not what I'm accustomed to seeing or feeling as a hitter.
Starts out that way. Does it end that way? Does it kind of shift it, or
possibly? Because I think Stanton does somewhat the same thing.
That's hit well. That's gone. Back-to-back jack. Almost in the same spot. 3-1. Wow. 3-1.
There's a drive. Way back. It might be. It could be. And
Self-high five.
this ball is crushed.
It is long gone. Are you kidding me?
3-1 Yankees on back-to-back jack. Here comes Judge.
He doesn't have much of a poker face, does he? No.
Strike right there.
did you hear Michael? He had about 3 seconds to load up.
Yeah.
That was Ray Guy all the way.
3 home runs tonight. The Yankees had 3 home runs in the previous 7 games.
Well, up in the strike zone in, and this is the pitch that used to give him a little trouble. The ball up and in. That open stance, he's getting to it much easier. It's just open. Drop the barrel of the ball and enjoy the ride.
0-1 to Judge. Swing and a miss. That's a strike.
How soon do you know it off the bat?
I would say 95% of the time right there. As soon as you make contact, you know it's gone. There's a few that, your heart starts beating going down the first baseline.
1 and 2.
Or just gets in the front row. But most of the time, right off the bat, you get that good feeling.
No 1-2. Did he go?
Check swing. Did he go? Yeah, he did. Throw down to first. That'll end that. 2 outs in the inning. Hello, Jeff. Welcome in.
Looks like he tried to cut that ball in, but it just kind of hung right there. And just gave him an opportunity to get the barrel to the ball.
It's Austin Wells.
Wells rips one. That's gone. 3 home runs in the inning. Oh, my Lord. Wow. Holy hell.
The one constant through all the years, Ray, has been baseball.
Back, gone.
4-1 Yankees on 3 home runs. Day's been okay, Alex. Thank you for asking. Good Lord, there was no question about that. Goldschmidt pops it up. That'll be the last out of the inning. And a 5. Yankees up 4-1 now. Wow. 4 runs, 4 bumps for the Yankees. You got India, Witt, and Pascatino, top of the order, coming from Kansas City now. That's just, wow, just a hitting barrage there.
Ace's new Yard RX program prescribes the specific to your yard's needs, delivered every season. Because when you want greener grass, less weeds, and fewer bugs, now you can get a personal prescription delivered to you from the helpful folks at Ace. You'll get everything you need at our best price each season, guaranteed. From our store to your front door, with service so good it's guaranteed. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware.
La cantina chicken nugget. But now it's caliente. Introducing the bowls with caliente cantina chicken nugget from Taco Bell.
Dun, 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 dun.
For a limited time. Can you engineer a finger? Is there a formula for bliss? Can a car do more than get you there?
Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're here hanging out tonight. Small crowd, but a crowd of good people. That's a good thing. We are grateful and thank you for choosing us today. All right, here we go. Top of the 6th.
That's Austin Riley, 2-run shot out to left center, and then he'd do it again in the top of the 5th for another home run, his 7th career multi-home run game. Braves came into the night second.
Atlanta's up 8-0. 8-0 on Toronto. Wow.
Hunter Green, 18 2/3 scoreless innings for the Reds. And
Garrett
in the 8th inning in his first game against the White Sox since the trade to the Red Sox. New pitcher for the Yankees, Fernando Cruz. As we start the 6th inning on the Montefiore scoreboard, it is 4-1 Yankees. 4 solo home runs against Seth Lugo. You see the numbers against Cruz.
Yankee schmankies. Fernando Cruz up there now.
Pretty nice outing for Carrasco. Just gave up the 1 hit, the Bobby Witt home run after a long at bat.
Swinging a strike, 1-1.
Now Lugo, who's given up all 4 home runs, had a 0.69 home run per 9 innings since last season, 3rd best in the American League. And he gives up 4 in this game.
Yeah, Kansas City's. They were hitting him hard last inning, 3 in 1 inning.
Cruz wants to get you into a count where he can put you
2-1. Ball inside, 2-2. Cruz pitching here.
2 Cincinnati boys here. They know each other. India just coming over from the Reds.
Drill to left. That's a shot. At the track, he makes the catch. Nice play again. Dominguez.
Dominguez is off to a great start defensively. And you know what? That first catch, don't think it doesn't kind of bleed into the other plays? Confidence is everything with that purple glove.
Much more under control.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about confidence offensively. There's confidence on defense as well.
Strike to Witt. With the only damage against Carrasco, 2nd home run of the year. Only the Royals' 9th home run of the season.
And Fernando Cruz has got a real swing and miss sport ball. And it's one of the better ones out there. Question is, it's just, can you throw it for a strike, or can you get your fastball over enough to protect that great forkball.
Swing and a miss. Strike two.
I think because of the spin rate, he's really got a wide split with the speakers. So it's more in the forkball category.
Yeah, 2 outings ago, he had the ability to throw for strikes, and in slow motion, you could see him.
Yep, 410.
You had the true split finger.
Yep.
To it sideways, where that ball actually kind of just
4 and 4 home runs for the Yankees. Swing and a miss, and oh my Lord, he struck out Witt with a nasty slider.
Conversation with Fernando Cruz earlier today.
He's throwing a 2-finger fork. That's a 2-finger fork. That thing was dancing.
Throughout the course of his career, they said just tinker with it, work on it, gain confidence in it, and make sure
wow.
Going into the season, he said he feels as though it's probably in the best spot.
2 outs here in the 6th.
And guys, he was a huge
first pitch to Pascatino's a strike. They're 0 for 1 today.
And Michael, he told me that he thinks maybe he could outsee you. He's out. I hear you say see ya in this inning.
Well, I should have been on the mic last half inning.
That's right. Proved it.
Big fan of you, Michael.
He's a very nice guy.
Mark, the box did arrive today. Preston brought it in the room a few minutes ago. Just so you know, thank you. 0-2 down low, 1 and 2.
That's a pitch you can back to back, especially ahead in the count.
Look at that stat. 1 for 17, 11 strikeouts on splitters this season. One, two.
Check swing. I think he went. No. They said he held up. Wow.
Has a lot of movement down. I do agree with that.
On the super shot.
Got him that time, though. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Yankees leading 4-1. Chisholm, Volpe, and Dominguez coming up.
The Camry's all-wheel drive keeps a firm grip on equality with hybrid efficiency. No wonder KBB named Camry a Best Buy. And America named Camry its best-selling sedan, Toyota Camry. Snap up an incredible lease on the all-wheel drive Toyota Camry for just $299 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Dun, dun, dun.
Voice inside your head. While you're typically athletic, right now, you're pathetic.
Bobbleheads.
Rick, once you start listening to me, it's going to be hard to stop. Shank.
Oh.
And if you don't have the right auto coverage, the cost of this could hit you out of nowhere.
Bottom of the 6th, 4-1 game here.
The DQ freezer is opening again for our 85th birthday.
Dairy Queen freezer. What's a Dairy Queen freezer?
It's the
Confetti Cake Blizzard. Is that any good? Confetti Cake Blizzard. I don't know if that's good or not good. They're making a pretty big deal out of it, so it must be something.
With hundreds of sales every week, eat well for less at Whole Foods Market.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, that sounds good. Confetti cake. I wonder if it's got pieces of cake in it, actually. I think pretty wild.
Go through every inch of the building. Where the magic of baseball meets the meticulous operations that make it all possible. The stadium premieres tonight after Yankees coverage on Yes and the Gotham Sports app.
Well, let's check out the T-Mobile coverage cam.
Well, if you left the room, you missed something because this was a good inning for the Yankees. Grisham starts it off with a bomb. That's number 1.
You find a good Dairy Queen. It's good stuff.
That's number 2.
We don't have a lot of them around here by us.
Not too bad. And the coverage cam all over.
And I hear the chicken's pretty good there. Chisholm pops it up. Yeah, 3-game series. Coming up, that's right. Starts tomorrow with the Guards and the Orioles from Baltimore. 1 ball, 1 strike down low.
You know, a lot of pitchers, you give up home runs, you give up the 2 runs, the 3 runs. They add up quick.
We're not allowed to tell you. It involves giant cans of frosting, a pelican, metal beads, and a partridge in a pear tree. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Bobby was a pretty good player. Underrated, in my opinion. Jock slowly off the mound as Lucas.
And an ancient. Both of you are thinking the same thing. Oh my God. Ground ball to first. That's an out.
Bobby, I agree. Bobby Mercer. Roy White. Yes. Unbelievable player. Just nicest of guys. But when you think what he's.
Volpe coming up. He's 0 for 2 tonight.
He had a book out recently over the last year or so, Roy White. Highly recommended. Great story. Roy White's personal story.
Ground ball to third. Up clean. Over to first. That's an out.
And that'll bring up Jason Dominguez. When we take a look at the All-State Good Hands replay.
Well, this is the first one he made of the night, but he's made some good plays out there all night. Some running catches. This one he got a great jump on. Snagged it.
It's been a glove story for him tonight.
It's the way Roy White used to do it.
Ball upstairs. 1-0.
Yeah, his book, From Compton to the Bronx.
Dominguez tonight 0 for 1.
Came out a couple years ago. Good book. I highly recommend it.
Ground ball hit hard to second. Up clean. Over to first. We're going to the 7th inning. Perez, Massey, and Garcia do up. Perez, Massey, and Garcia do up. William, hello. Welcome in.
Why do we yard? Why don't we take our days off? Instead, we spend our time deep in the weeds. And we hate weeds. We want edges that are straighter and boxwoods that are...
Dun, 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 dun.
And we only use professional grade echo power.
Oh.
To those who say it's not worth the effort, we say that's a load of crabgrass. We are yarders.
Top of the 7th.
Visit your local Cadillac dealer today.
KK, welcome in.
For centuries, women's health has been incomplete. Northwell is filling in the missing pieces.
Dun, dun, dun.
Choose us than any other health system in New York. Raise health.
Yes Network is now streaming on Fubo. Watch the Yankees and more of your New York teams.
Dun, 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 dun.
Streaming live on all your devices. Plus,
All right, Cruz will be back on the hill this inning.
start watching at FuboTV.com.
Cruz back on the hill.
Brought to you by President, made for your brain. 279, 185 home runs, 2,109 hits, and 2 World Series titles on the 1988 Yankees, and on the Yankees from 74 to 79. I think I have this one.
Yep, sure am, William.
Fourth scoreboard, 4-1.
First pitch swinging, Perez. That's a strike. Perez 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a lineout.
Cruz in for a second inning of work in relief of Carrasco. Tim Hill up for the Yanks.
Ball in the dirt, 1-1. We got action in the Yankee pen. Looks like Hill's getting loose.
An announced crowd of 42,648 here at the stadium in the Bronx tonight.
Ball upstairs, 2-1.
Sal Perez, 14th season. 7 All-Star games, 5 Gold Gloves, 5 Silver Sluggers, MVP of the World Series, and a World Series champ. That's Hall of Fame numbers, huh?
Absolutely.
Ripped foul. 2-2.
75 career home runs. Those tied with him for 9th place all-time among catchers. Jorge Posada, who didn't get nearly as much support as he should have.
I did see that in the notes. Yeah, it was. Jorge was a great hitter as a catcher, and he was such a big part of their team. But
ball in the dirt, 3-2.
When you're playing with Mariano, when you're playing with Jeter and guys like that, you just don't get your just due. Don't believe me. Jorge was a huge part of that team.
Hello, Kay Wilby. Welcome in. 3-2, strike 3. Ball in the dirt.
Well, when he struck out Pasquantino in the 6th, that was the 6th strikeout of a Royal. But it started with Witt going down for strikeout number 5. Here's strikeout number 6. And then you want number 7? Sal Perez provides. 6 Yankee strikeouts brought to you by Audi and the 2025 Audi Q6. Visit your local tri-state Audi dealer today.
Walk the dog of that last swing right there.
Wow, you could tell he's even looking for that pitch, and it just he had too good of a.
I haven't even watched the Grizzlies all year. I don't know how good the Grizzlies are. We got a change. We got a left-hander. Looks like Hill coming in to pitch. I don't even know if the Grizzlies are any good. I did the Warriors once.
Get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels on Capital One Travel. Capital One. What's in your wallet?
You know, sometimes my life can be a little crazy. That's why when you find stability, you gotta grab it, hold on to it. Like how Verizon just lets you.
Hello, Patty Nielsen. Welcome in.
Even if you're already a customer, is that even real? That's not just for me. And they give you a free phone on any plan. Who's doing that? Nobody. Come on, what's better than that? Probably nothing. Yeah, nothing.
These Red Bull commercials make me shake my head.
Red Bull gives you wings. I forgot to wash my work shirt.
Just wear it again. I added new stuff, so don't block. It keeps our clothes fresh all day.
Ooh, I'm gonna be feeling it at work today. She smells so good, I'm actually paying attention. Smell unstoppable.
Some of these commercials, unbelievable.
Is brought to you by Nissan. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com.
Braves up 8-1 in their game. Wow. Tigers winning 8-0. What is it with the number 8 tonight? All right, here we go. 1 out here in the 7th. We got nobody on. Hill's in to face Massey. First pitch fouled away.
Game for Hill.
8th game of the year for Hill as a pitcher.
He's throwing what he's got over the plate.
Fouls it off. 0-2.
It's coming from Laredo. It's got a little funky movement on it, but it's really the attitude of conviction behind his pitching of, you know what? I'm getting the plate. I'm coming after you. You better be ready. You better be.
Fouls that off. 0-2 remains.
Yeah, I mean, he gets so much movement. We had a graphic yesterday. I think he had 16 ground.
Michael Massey, 0-2 tonight. Giants scored 8 runs tonight.
He's 17 for 17.
Ground ball tapped over toward first. Pitcher covered a bag. That's an out, 2 away.
Check out the bullpen budget brought to you by Citizens. Make sense of your money with Citizens. Lighter pitch yesterday along with Hamilton and Hill. So Hill threw 19 pitches. Yankees trying to stay away from 3 games in 4 days, but that's what Hill's doing right here. He had 19 yesterday and 15 on Friday.
Here comes Garcia. Garcia tonight 0 for 2 himself.
He just attacks the
strike right there.
He looks so different in a Yankee uniform. Remember with the Padres? He had the long hair, disheveled. He looked like Spicoli from Fast Times at Ridgemont.
Nice. Good call.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Fearless out there. This is what I get. I'm coming after.
0-2, 2 away. Strike 3. Take a seat over there. We'll be right back. Hey, let's come back in. I forgot the Yankees. Let's do the Yankees 7th inning here real quick. We'll come back to that in a minute.
Operation Enduring Freedom. The Yankees say, thank you, Andrew, for your sacrifice and service to our nation.
Lance Corporal out of Norwalk, Connecticut. Andrew Baker for the Marines. God bless him.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in singing along with the Robert Merrill rendition of God Bless America.
From the mountain to the ground, to the ocean, like we fall. God bless America. I want to fall. God bless America. I want. May God bless all those soldiers and their families. Bottom of the 7th coming up here.
Thanks, guys. 4-1 Yanks. 7 hits for the Yanks. 4 of them home runs, all solo shots. 1-0 for Kansas City. The one hit was Bobby Witt's home run. Lugo pitched well other than the home run. Carlos Carrasco did very well. And the Yankees are up by 3 as we go to the bottom of the 7th on the Ford scoreboard. Double barrel action.
A right-hander and a left-hander. Lynch and Schreiber up in the pen for Kansas City.
The Royals have 3 lefties in the bullpen. Grisham leads off.
Grisham fouls off the first one.
Outbursts in the 5th inning against Lugo.
His point too. He's coming in looking first pitch fastball and letting it go instead of trying to work to keep.
0-1 pitch. Lugo's still throwing 87 pitches in. Curveball for a strike. Then, granted, he's given up 4 home runs today.
It's just a much more confident hitter in the batter's box this year so far.
Line drive, left field, playable. 1 away. I always forget when you do the Yankee games, they do that extra God Bless America. The only team that does it. I'm never used to it when they do. It's always pretty cool. They honor a soldier at the game and do that, which is pretty awesome. Cabrera fouls that off. 1 for 2 tonight.
The Mets felt he was so valuable to them in the bullpen that they didn't want to deal with trying to make him a starter. He was that good.
Curveball in there for a strike. 0-2.
Last year he made his first All-Star team at 16 wins, a 3.0 ERA through a lot of innings, 206 2/3, and he finished second in the Cy Young scoreboard.
Ground ball tapped over to short, up clean, over to first. That's an out. 2 outs here in the 7th.
The second game of this 3-game set here at the stadium. Coverage begins at 6 with Aggie Bobby Thomas in the pregame. The first pitch is scheduled for 7:05 on Yes and the Gotham Sports app, and the Bobby practice show is a special all-access edition.
Ben Rice 1 for 3 with a solo big fly.
And special features, Mare on the move. Where will she wind up?
First pitch, ball outside.
David Cole might drop on. That's what I'm hearing. Just the rumors. Yep. Two and 0 on Rice. Homered in the 5th inning. 3-0. On deck is Judge. Will be Wapa against Freed. Freed coming off that really, really good start against the Tigers. Coverage begins at 6 on Yes.
Strike right there, 3-1.
Well, you know you got the green light up 4-1. You're not just going to lay one in there.
3-2 on the breaking ball. He was looking dead heat and guessed wrong. There's a walk with Judge coming up.
Let's see if they let Lugo face Judge. No. Now Control, the manager of the world, is going to signal for the right-hander. So Lugo goes 6 2/3. One on first base is responsibility.
Right now.
All right, we got a pitch and change. Schneider coming in to replace Lugo.
Duel dispense inside and all-in-one laundry that can wash and dry in one machine. So cool. Get free delivery now at the Home Depot.
Can you engineer a food?
Oh, Judge coming up. They're going to switch it up. Thank you to Doug and Jen for being in here today, moderating. I appreciate you.
As long as you're asking the right ones. How we get there matters.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces pass and I'm homebound. And I need you. And I miss.
Thank you, Jen. Dude, you.
The perfect blend of design and performance. The Genesis G70 and G80. Lease the G70 for $299 per month or get 3.99% APR. Exclusively at Tri-State Genesis retailers.
The start for the answer to name that Yankee. Here are the clues. And it was one of the great trades the Yankees made. The answer is Chris Chambliss. We all have seen the home run he hit in ALCS in 1976, send the Yankees back to the World Series. But this man could play. Great left-handed hitter, power, hit for average, very good first baseman. He did it all and was a Yankee hitting coach as well.
What makes him a lot of the hitting coach. He goes really old school. Didn't even like extra swings. It was more about, get loose and it's going to show up, things like that. But you know what?
Chris Chambliss.
It was just
Maybe Disney.
Just a good presence to have around. Just has been through all.
That is a good place to be. Schreiber coming in. Right-hander pitch to Judge. First pitch. Fouls straight back.
And Judge jumps in the first pitch and fouls it back. He won 2 titles with the Yanks. Walk-off home run in 76 against Mark Littell, All-Star that year. Finished 5th in the MVP voted. And in 885 games, those are good numbers. 0-2.
One of the great calls by Howard Cosell, too, on that home run.
That's what they play, KK? Very cool.
It was total steppage on Keith Jackson.
And Chris Chambliss has just won the American League pennant.
Double activity in the Yankees bullpen now as well. Oh, down ball low, 1-2.
And the amazing thing about the steppage.
Thank you. I'll let you know.
Cleared the wall, and Howard jumped in. It's gone. But it worked out.
That ball ripped foul. One on and 2 outs here.
4 solo home runs. All the runs coming via the home run. A solo home run by Bobby Witt, the only hit by the Royals.
Ground ball, base hit.
Rice will stop at second.
Again, another ground ball, another ball hit over 100 miles an hour. So, yes, it does matter how hard you hit the ball. Sure, Judge, you hit the ball hard a lot. Just out of the reach.
Hit by that guy, too.
Yeah.
Hit it twice up the middle and knocked it through. Hello, Ryan Rowe. Welcome in, sir.
Hit his 3rd home run and the 3rd home run of the 5th inning.
Swing and a miss. That's a strike.
Had a good pitch to hack at right there.
Called your first balk of the year. Good for you.
That much moving in it. Oh.
We'll get some good audio on, yes. I'm picking up some good grunting coming up the bat there, right?
You missed the last series. There was a couple of guys that we were bringing
1-1.
Us of the old days. Every pitch.
Swing and a miss. Strike.
Oh, you know what? It was Robbie Ray. Well, he's a screamer. Yeah, he screams every pitch. Change up, slider, didn't matter.
Posing coaches never knew. Posing coaches never like it. No, they never do.
You know what? You didn't say anything about him, though. You just got your bat in and got to first base or went to the dugout.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. But you called it down the middle, Ryan, right? That's the main thing. 2-2.
Two on, 2-2 count. Now it's 3-2.
Now 3-2. Now they can't throw strikes.
3-2, 2 outs.
Three, two out. You think Paul Skeens can win? Strike 3. There's the 3rd out. We're going to the 8th. You know, Ace, it's too early with any of these players to try to make a call on that. I always say I don't make any predictions on anything until the Cy Young or till the All-Star break time frame. Baseball's such a long season. And you know, you could have one injury that could change everything. You know, there's so much going on. Plus, you could have a player that's horrible at the beginning that gets on fire, you know, 2/3 of the way through and just crushes it the balance of the year. So many, you know, different variables. Especially you look at some of the things like you look at like Cleveland started out the season, all their games are out on the West Coast at God knows what hour of the night. You know, that screws with the team when you do that. You had my Orioles are playing everybody that's solid. You know, tough games. You know, they're playing the if you like the National League teams that are strong, and you know, all that's it's just tough. You have a tough schedule at the beginning of the year. It can make a big difference. It's just tough. Yeah, it doesn't help. I mean, the Pirates haven't built around him. You know, if Paul Skeens is on a team with people that are around him, he probably does a heck of a lot better. But then again, he's on the Pirates because they had some rough years, and they're trying to get better. So, you know,
It helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you use insulin daily, you might be eligible to get your own CGM at little.
it's so many variables. That's why baseball is such a great game. You know, it's a game built for failure. You know, you can fail 7 out of 10 times and still be one of the top hitters in the league. You can go out and throw a perfect game, one game, and come in the next and not get out of the first inning because you get shell shocked. Or vice versa. You know, just never know.
Get your complimentary sample.
But I love the game. It's awesome. Luke Weaver coming up on the thing. Luke Weaver.
6 game, 8 strikeouts and 6 2/3. His velocity still not where it was toward the end of the year, but he's building into that, and he's still being effective with a fastball sitting around 92. So hope you see it.
Ball upstairs, 1-0. 94 miles an hour to Biggio. He's 0 for 2 tonight. The Royals have 1 hit tonight. 1. That was the home run. Ball inside, 2-1.
So last year he averaged 95.7. This year you see what he's doing. But Boone said he started off last year the same way.
Rocks and fires. That's a strike on the corner.
So much and so many high leverage innings. He was closing for the Yankees at the end and during the postseason as well. So they didn't really push him during spring training to build up the velocity. But there doesn't seem to be concern.
Strike! That was nowhere near the strike zone. That was at least 3 inches below the zone. He got called. Waters on deck. I am excited. I am looking forward to when the opportunity for balls and strikes called, having that digital thing. The more I watch these umpires lately. Fouled off.
I did ask Tom Boone at spring training, Luke Weaver's been a starter. What'd you guys think about that? He said, nope, too important on the bullpen.
I don't think Luke Weaver's is as definitive with that answer, but he's certainly enjoying the success out of the pen.
2-2 pitch. Nobody out in the eighth. Ground ball hit hard over to second. Up clean. Pitcher's covering. What? Told the first baseman, get out of the way. I rarely see that. You rarely see the pitcher tell the first baseman, get out of the way. One out here in the eighth. Here comes Waters. Muddy Waters up there. Shot into right field. Judge will make the play. 2 outs. I'm excited about the World Baseball Classic with Judge. I hope they pick a really good team.
Sports venues in the world. Watch the first episode immediately following tonight's Yankees coverage on Yes and the Gotham Sports app. From what I hear, great series. Gotta tune in and check it out.
Anything with the name Gotham in it, you got me.
2 outs here. Isbell, the 9th hitter in the lineup, up now. Means basically Kansas City will have top of the order in the 9th.
I think that the Gotham in Batman was not supposed to specifically be New York. It's supposed to be a city.
Strike 1-1.
But it's used a lot with New York.
Ball outside, 2-1.
2-1 on Isbell. Now Ursig had joined Lynch the 4th.
You can tell which one's the righty and which one's the lefty just by their hat. Yeah, they wear their hat.
Three and one.
See the righty, the hat straight. Look at the lefty. That's a lefty right there. His hat's crooked on the left. The guy on the right's the righty.
3-1, 2 outs. Ball outside. He walked him. That'll bring up top of the order. Yankees hockey jersey.
Tickets going fast, so get yours today, Yankees.com. Here's India.
Strike right there to start.
India walked in the first and grounded to third and a fly ball to left. The Royals still sitting on just one hit.
Fouls that one back. 0-2. 0-2.
And you see a lot of pitchers nowadays, they'll walk around the mound before they get the ball back to buy a few extra seconds on the clock.
I noticed that last shot. I was wondering if he was mad or if he was just, trying to gain a couple extra seconds.
$95 on that one. So the count 1-2.
See him peek?
Yeah, he's peeking back. Wants to know where he is.
Yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouls it off. Hello, Keith Winter. Welcome in.
Yankees lead
Nico the Greco, welcome in.
Coney, when you're peeking back there, and I know pitchers do it a lot, are you more fastball's the only thing that matters, or do your split finger, your curveball, you knew where they should be?
Yeah, I think generally it's the top end velocity you're looking for, because your other secondary pitches will come along for the ride if you got that good velocity.
The 1-2.
Oh, ball outside.
He can pitch a little bit. You know, he's got some weapons. So even if he doesn't have as good velocity, he's got other things to go to.
Yeah, I haven't seen a change up in this count, and he's got a good one.
Michael Johnson, hello. Foul, long foul.
Pretty good time for that changeup right here. I mean, you pull a 95-mile-an-hour fastball foul. If you're reading the bat.
Ground ball foul.
Give India credit. Fouls it off, spoils it. That's what you call spoiling a good pitch. This guy's a pretty good little player.
Yeah, he was. He had some good years when he stayed away from injuries in Cincinnati. Watch out, camera. Watch out. Oh, no.
Two pitch. Popped up. That'll end the inning. Chisholm's got it. Bottom of the eighth coming up. Yankees up 4-1. Goldschmidt, Chisholm, and Volpe coming up. Thank you to Doug and Molly for moderating today. Thank you to Ryan McCann, who upgraded his membership to Chaos Elite. That might be the first person ever to go Chaos Elite. Well, thank you, Ryan McCann. Holy hell. Monorail Molly, Zippity Doo Doug, Jason Thibodeau, and Spaceship Ears. Thank you, Ryan McCann. Hopefully we see you in the chat. We can say hello and say thank you.
Because the best way to help our patients get better
wow.
is to make sure we keep getting better.
Muchly appreciated.
Bases loaded, full account. Your internet strikes out again? Don't take slow for an answer. Get Optimum Fiber, awarded the fastest and most reliable fiber.
All these cable places, huh? Wish the Orioles would have won yesterday. Yeah, that was pretty poor showing by the bullpen. Pretty sad day to be up 3 and lose the game in the 7th inning. That's life right now. That is life right now. Orioles do not have great pitching this year. They went out and did nothing in the offseason when it comes to pitching, and they are paying for it.
8 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was on my game. I started taking Prevagen, and I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me. Give it a try. I wanted to help.
I don't know if it's much about the torpedo bats. I mean, I'm not big on it just because it's changing the technology, but you know, it falls within the legality of the game. So what can you say?
A lot of action in left field today. Dominguez has made all the plays. 6 in all. It's a good game for him defensively.
Brewers lost back-to-back nights because of the bullpen. That's a tough one. Danny Lynch coming in. Left-handed pitcher ready to go. Danny Lynch. Ball upstairs against Goldschmidt, 1-0.
Since last August 26th, after with over 2 months in the
so who is it the best team so far this year? Well, you can look at the down below on the screen there and see who the top teams are in each division. That would be the best way to go by, I would say. Obviously, it's a fluctuating game right now because it's still early in the season, but the National League West has been pretty good. Ball inside. Probably if I had to say the best division in baseball, that's it right now. 2-2 to Goldschmidt. Check swing. It doesn't look like he went. Well, the Dodgers and the Giants. Giants aren't that bad this year. They're pretty decent. So, I mean, that makes a difference too. Line drive down into the corner. That's going to be extra bases for Goldschmidt. He's safe at second.
He runs better than you think he does. That's an important hit. They want the ball, or you just point, look what we got here.
Goldschmidt's not a celebratory guy. He's not getting a little dance. He's old school. The Da Vinci's nowadays, they want some sort of acknowledgement.
Well, you've seen him go the other way a lot, but by going the other way.
Runner on second, nobody out. Chisholm tries to bunt and misses.
By taking a chance there. See, he gets the bat head out and just rifles it to left field. And a lot of times his approach is right center field. He's been around the game too long and put up too many good numbers to not use the whole field.
Chisholm, fly ball left field. That's an out. Runner will not advance. One away.
So one down, and that brings up Volpe.
Yeah, they're doing pretty good. I mean, that Central Division has had a tough schedule to start the year. Popped up. Volpe pops it up behind first. 2 away.
Makes the play. Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you by your local Ford stores. Ford is proud to be the official SUV of the Yankees. And by Delta, the official airline of the New York Yankees. Delta, keep climbing.
Cody Bellinger showing up. I forgot he was on the Yankees. Bringing Bellinger in against a left-handed pitcher.
Trying to figure this out. I know Dominguez struggles.
Okay.
But you're standing up a lefty to face a lefty.
Hey, you figured that you're probably going to take him out for defense anyway, the way things have gone. So,
but we just showed all those defensive lines.
Exactly. I wasn't going to say that. Get the start of the game right now. Who knows? You're going to do some good plays in left field. Meredith, we need some answers. Don't go anywhere, guys. You can ask.
2 outs, 1-1 pitch. Fouls it off, 1-2.
We thought that they might be calling for the ball for Goldschmidt's double. That is 451st double. And it tied you on the all-time list at 105. I don't think they called for the ball for that. No offense.
I can't even remember what mine was or what happened.
Bellinger fouls that off.
What do you think about all the hitters, though? 105 is pretty good. That's great. Jim Tomey?
Tomey.
I don't know those other two guys.
Oh.
You're not familiar with the work of Jimmy Ryan.
Yeah, Jim Ryan ran the Olympics, the marathon.
Long-time television host in New York, too. 1-2.
1-2, swing and a miss. Got him. We're going to the ninth. Hello, Susan Silva. Welcome in. We're going to the ninth.
us many
That
things.
not tell me?
You told us you love stargazing. Almost as much as you hate parallel parking. That heavy right foot of yours, we got you. The Lexus ES didn't begin in a studio. It began with you.
Get special offers on select Lexus ES models.
For more than a decade, Farxiga has been trusted again and again and again. Ask your doctor about Farxiga.
This thing's acting weird tonight.
So he has to deuce.
The ham was free.
Get a free ham or turkey when you spend the qualifying amount between now and April 19th.
Why will that not let me go back to my dashboard?
We are here.
What am I looking for in life?
Witt, Pascatino, and Perez.
College. Maybe like something with robotics. I want to make people happy.
There we go.
I think that I can kind of handle anything.
I want to be a ball fighter.
Witt, Pascatino, and Perez in the ninth. We'll be back tomorrow, next couple days, with Orioles and the Guardians. Who wins tomorrow in the chat? Orioles or the Guardians tomorrow? Who gets the first game? It's in Baltimore.
All I ever wanted was to be the cool boss with an RV and a fun nickname. Don't you know where a walleye is?
Hey, all that matters is that you bundled your RV and boat with your home and auto insurance.
And got great savings and coverage. Sounds like an expert outdoorsman to me.
I kind of overdid it with the core, didn't I?
Way over. Upcoming schedule brought to you by local Tri-State Buick dealers tomorrow.
Yankees are in Cleveland Monday the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd.
Seven-game road trip, 4 at Georgetown Steinbrenner Field against the Rays, and then 3 in Cleveland against the Guardians. Thursday is a trap. Break the string of 13 straight, and then the Yankees are back home. So
You got your broom ready? You and Jen both, huh?
Trying to close this out, save situation. First up, Bobby Witt.
All right, here we go. Devin Williams for the save. Fouled straight back for Witt.
Saw something. He said something clicked in. He told Aaron Boone something just clicked in, and we saw how that airbender really started to click. Maybe it kicked in, and we'll see that from here on forward.
Line drive, base hit to right.
So he has both Royals hits. The pitching decisions presented by Sage.
That's the only hit you're going to see all night from Carrasco, but it was a long one by Bobby Witt Jr., who seems to get a lot of them.
Wow. You're talking about down and through.
Pascatino ready to go.
Against Williams.
Swing and a miss. That was a massive hack.
For 2 tonight with a
Massive hack. Check swing. That's a foul. 1-1.
It's funny, we call it a changeup. He calls it a changeup. The nickname is the airbender. But the arm motion tells you it's a screwball.
Yeah, it's a screwgee. It's exactly what it is. The reason is because it has such tight spin. He's really spinning it. And that's the sort of the unique part about that particular pitch, because most pitchers who throw changeup are trying to take spin off of the baseball to get movement, whether it's a split finger grip or a circle change.
Check swing. Did he go? Nope. 1-2.
It's a screwgee.
Yeah, we saw his release last time out, Coney, and he's much under the baseball, much more than the true circle changeup where, you kind of let it slide off your fingers.
1-2.
Popped him up.
On the change.
Volpe over. Cabrera actually on the shortstop spot makes the play.
For tonight's WBC Yankees postgame is Bob and Jack. We're going to have highlights and analysis. Of course, Meredith gets player interviews in the clubhouse. We'll hear from Aaron Boone on the manager's report. That's all coming up next time. Yes, and the Gotham Sports app.
Perez coming up. Perez.
Just misses.
Oh, inside, almost hit him. Almost hit him.
Williams has one save on the year. Pitched 4 in the 3rd innings. He's walked 5, struck out 7. The 2-0.
Ground ball foul.
This is one guy, if you keep it on the ground, you're going to go home happy. I mean, he is a double play waiting to happen, but he's also a guy that can hit it a long way if you make a mistake.
Hits on first with 1 man out. We're in the 9th, 4-1 Yanks.
Ball down low, 3-1.
Swing 3-1.
When he throws that pitch, it's almost just the opposite of a slider. If you think about it, you know, if a left-hander were throwing a slider, it would look like his pitch. Almost 2,700 RPMs on that last changeup, and that's just a unicorn of a pitch.
Yes, I'm streaming WrestleMania. There's 2 thumbnails up there. Ball 4. There are 2 thumbnails up there. Yes, sir.
Unless you can throw strikes with it, yeah, this is what you're going to get.
You got to throw strikes here. You're up 4-1.
So no matter how good your stuff is, no matter how good you can spin the baseball, you got to have command. You got to be able to prove you can throw strikes. Because then hitters will just stop swinging.
Mm-hmm.
Ball outside. Massey up there today. 1-0 pitch coming in.
First and second, 1 man out. We're in the 9th inning. Massey's the tying run at the plate.
Popped it up, foul.
Some of you see a hitter get jammed ahead of the count on a changeup. But sometimes you wait so long, you see it. You wait so long that you jam yourself.
One.
Popped him up. First baseman calling for it. 2 away.
2 outs. Good sequence right there. Go to the fastball off of that changeup that he got jammed on, and the 4-seamer beat him there. So good 1-2 punch there. See the 4-seam grip, going to come right in there, well located. You got him beat right off the changeup. The sequencing of pitches matters so much. You can have the best pitch in the world, but unless you sequence it right or protect it.
Garcia up now. He's 0 for 3 on the night.
There's Michael Garcia, 0 for 3 tonight.
Line drive left field. Bellinger's got it. That'll end the game. Yankees win it 4-1. First game of the series for them. Kansas City got to give player of the game over there for them to Witt. He had multiple hits for them, the only hits. Yankees had a nice pitching performance today by all their pitchers. Win this one, 4 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Yankees. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for Kansas City. Thank you for joining. Come back tomorrow when the Orioles play the Guardians. That's the game I'll be doing tomorrow night. Hit me up with that subscribe if you're watching new. Thank you for being here tonight. We will see you on the next broadcast.